Okay, an update. These people, big changes around here. These people are all like on either side of me. First, the women's shelter side that's no longer a women's shelter. It's empty now. They fixed up the place. They cleared out all of the basement, all of the place, and now it's put up for sale. And and then immediately on the other side of me, they're painting. First they put on a new roof last weekend, and now they're painting the side of the house. It's no longer pink, now it's gray. Unless that's a base coat, I don't even know. I think it must be paint though. I think it's going to be gray now, but I don't know. But there's a big dumpster out there. The two retired cops that lived there, maybe they still live there. Their cars are still there, but I don't know if it's just like this cult's business cars, because the cars just rotate all over the place. The pedophile, or who they want me to think is a pedophile, I don't know whether it's real or it's not real. But I'm definitely being gang stalked. But I think that something's changing, It's changing. I'm not, at the moment, being gang stalked. I saw a little boy with one of the fake parents there. The guy, it's usually the man that's there. The little boys are dark haired, and this one is about 7, like all the other ones. I think they're different. They're different little boys though, and but I did see that going on about a week ago, and then I saw the guy alone loading his big yellow truck up, which is not his. I don't think. I think it's a business. It's some sort of business that they have. He loaded it up and put his bicycle on the back of it, and then took off for a few days, and then came back and was loading, and the place was empty while he was gone, I believe. But he came back, but it was in it was the same. It was the yellow car, SUV, and he was unloading had a car seat inside, and he was unloading a stroller, and he was unloading like kid stuff to put inside the house. He was bringing it inside the house, and then he left, and the yellow car's gone. And then there were two cars, two Jeeps or Jeep-like cars. They were gray, that had just sat there, and one of them is without one headlight, and it's, I guess it works. I don't know. They kind of had to tow it in there 3 weeks ago, something like that. Put that in there, backed it into their driveway, and then beside it was another car that had been there, I think, for a long time. It was another gray Jeepish type car, but that one is gone, and now it's only the old Jeep with the one headlight that's there right now. So it's still weird stuff going on, still just strange things going on, where these people now are, they've got the funds to renovate these places and make them, I guess, saleable, because that one's up for sale. They've got a sign out front to be sold, and they all are connected, and with the church across the street. The church is different too. They don't seem, and the energy around here, that I don't like to use that word energy, because it sounds so, I don't know, I'm an old person. I don't use new terms too easily. And but the feelings that I get it's different. It's not threatening like it used to be. and a lot of it doesn't seem aimed towards me. And the people are behaving more respectfully. They're not behaving in a just a the air around is different. And because I pick up on stuff like that. That's how I have lived my life. I've survived that way, by picking up the feelings and the things that are going on around me, and it's just different. It's so deserted around here because there's not although on Sundays when they have their church service, they have dogs that bark. At least one dog is barking. And then during the week, a lot of times there's no dogs around at all. But on Sundays, they have the dogs here. And they're locked up in one of these houses along this block, because this whole block is controlled by this organization or church or cult or secret society or whatever it is, or business that is employed to, could be gang stock. I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe I have some inheritance I don't know about that people are keeping from me, and they want to keep the money, and they, like the tarot readings, so many of them go. Maybe it's something like that, or they target people that are vulnerable, or they think are vulnerable, that they won't be lost, and they have a life insurance policy on them, or whatever it is, whatever the deal is, if they think it's going to be easy pickings, if they think they're just going to get away with it, then they go for it, and I tend to think that it's like a city thing, that there are higher officials that participate in this too, that it's something that is endorsed by people in authority that can, that are confident that they are going to get away with this stuff if it's going to make them an extra buck or two or however much it is. It has to be a lot for these people to keep generating this, cranking out this machine. They must have been doing it for a long time. And I just sit here and watch it, and I'm just amazed that these people are like this. How can they be like this? I don't understand it. I'm not going to even get into it, because people are what they are. They make the choices they make, and I don't understand it, and I've tried, and I still I catch myself trying to understand these people. And, maybe their past made them do this and all that kind of stuff, but there's just really no excuse for the behavior of the mindset of these people. There just isn't any excuse. It's just raw greed, avarice, power mongers. I don't know. And there's just no easy explanation for it. And it's endorsed. That's what really shocks me. I'm still shocked by these people, that they are so brazen, that they, it hints that they get away with it. They get away with it, so they're confident that they're going to get away with it again. But I think this time is different. This time is different. I think people are running for the hills. They're getting out of the way if they're smart enough. If they're smart enough, they're gonna run away. And some of them may never be caught. Maybe the ones that need to be caught the most might be the ones that get away with it, which has been, historically, I guess that's what happens. is that the ones that have the money and the clout can get away with outrageous things, or egregious things, and live to tell the tale and carry it on through their generations. But it feels different now. It doesn't feel like these people are gonna be able to carry on their time-honored traditions of just backwardness. If that's a word. All right. I'm just rambling now. I didn't have any. I just wanted to check in with everybody. If there's anybody out there, I don't think anybody really sees this, but I'm checking in anyway, just in case. But for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, thank you for listening. Bye. And those that may be listening that are one of them, you're not going to learn anything new. You won't. But I always hold out hope, that people can change. I don't think they don't have the backbone to change. At this point, they don't know how. But anyway, I don't want to end on a sour note. I just wanted to say hello. And I'll see you later. Hopefully it looks hopeful. It does. I'm hopeful. I'm a hopeful person. So, that's it.